That's why I don't come out against people. Candace don't come out against people, because just because I disagree with your approach, don't mean that there aren't people that may like you. There aren't people that may like your approach. You do you, and I do me. Candace Owens does what Candace Owens does, and there are some people that may not like what she say and how she say it. But there's a million people that do, and there's some people that may not like how Kimberly Klacik and these other black conservatives, how they talk, and there's some that may have. The problem is that they don't really care about messaging. They're just jealous because the message of people who are just completely free to say whatever you want to say. I'm not running for office. Candace Owens not running for office. We can say whatever we want to say. We're not trying to get your vote. Because we can be free and say whatever we want to say and become incredibly popular, these people get mad. Because they have to kowtow, they have to bow down to the black liberal in order to get votes to be competitive in the district that they're running in. And then they got to trick them, and we standing in the way of them tricking them to get their vote. That's exactly what's happening. These conscious conservatives, it's all a farce, man. It's all a farce. And another reason why Kimberly Klacik, I think, to me, is strange to me. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know how nefarious she is. But it's strange to me when I see people running for office in these not unwinnable seats. When you are on the campaign, if I ran for office, I know if I have a chance of it. I should have done my research and know how many registered Republicans and Democrats are in my district. And if I know that there's 5 times as many registered Democrats in my district, I should sit back and realize and say, I'm a Trump supporting conservative. Doing the math, if the district is majority Democrat, the fact that I'm running as a Republican in the first place is going to be an odd situation for me. Then the fact that if you poll most Democrats, they do not like Donald Trump, and they do not like conservative values. But unless I'm Jesus Christ in the flesh, you're not going to come down and flip 90% of Democrats that have been voting for Democrats for 100 years. You're not gonna dismantle that legacy. And this is your first time running for public office. You should run for something more manageable.
Oh, he outplayed me there. I'll give him credit for that.
Because once you're
fuck you, cocksucker.
Maybe the Democrats will be more willing to say, you know what, this person may not be as bad as you think. But if you're running on the coattail of Donald Trump, you're claiming you're a conservative, you're going to the White House, you're not winning the district in Baltimore.
Good.
You're not. But yet they raise millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. And what do? I'm going to tell you how we fail. And I hope we can wake up to this. Between Kimberly Klacik and Joe Collins fraudulent sale, but they probably raised $20 million. America. And they didn't get this money from their districts. They got the money from conservatives all over the country. They run these ads, they make these viral videos, and they get all your money from around the country to then run in this seat. Not a bad idea. However, 20 million spent or 20 million donated, 0 wins. That's not a good return on your investment. To say I'm inching closer to being the actual candidate of this district, what is that going to get us? You're inching closer while the Democrats are winning. You're inching closer while Joe Biden is the president. If it takes you 5 years, you're 5 years too late.
It's a totem.
A one vote person, and we've been raising $20 million, $30 million every year for you, and you need 5 years to win this seat. And we spent $100 million on your seat that you may or may not win in 5 years. I mean, I say 5 years, in 5 elections. Because you can't, you only can run so many years. The seat is not available every year. So let's say 3 elections. You spend $20 million on 2 people in 3 elections. I mean, come on, do the math. We didn't spend nearly $100 million on 3 people that will not win. Yet at the same time, if those people really cared about their city and they were strong candidates, they would run for office that was winnable, maybe even if it's on a local level. But no, because there's no big money in running for city council. There's no big money in running for state legislature. There's no big money in that. Nobody knows who you're running against if you're running for a state legislative position. They do know Max.
No, I'm coming, you stupid bitch. Don't. You fucking bitch.
People are deceiving, in my opinion. They are deceiving people. And there's a lot that I've heard that really make Kimberly Clayson look really bad. But I'm not going to speak on that until I get the evidence and I'll show it to you. All I'm doing is giving an articulable reasoning why I think these people are very fraudulent. I don't believe that they are really working for the American people. Go look at how they spend their money. $50,000 on a private jet. Spending tens of thousands of dollars in hotels. And then lose. If you were doing that and you were close, you got 40-some% of the vote, I'd say, okay, you had a strategy. When you getting private jets and raising $8 million, $10 million, and you don't even come close, your strategy didn't work, and people should want to evaluate where was their money spent. They should go back and look and say, how do we raise $8 million for you and you didn't even come close? Maybe you did something wrong. Maybe you dropped the ball. And these people just consistently do this, and they're consistently lying about messaging. You know how many black people walk up to me? Just today, I'm in the airport. I can almost say there's just as many black people that come up to me.
Oh, you're such a douche.
Everywhere I go, just as many as white people. I went to, I mean, people recognize me everywhere when I was in Denver. But I'm not going to talk about Denver because I was there for a specific event. So people were expecting me to be in town. I flew to California. While I was in California, I met Anthony Trimino's lunch party. He's running for governor, and if you wonder who's going to be the governor of California, the next governor of California is going to be Anthony Trimino. I don't know why these other people wasting their time. Anthony Trimino will be the governor of California. Now, I was there to endorse him and speak at his grand opening or his lunch party of his campaign. While I was in there are black people that showed up there to just to say what's up to me. A person that wasn't even associated is walking down the street. Black guy, what's up, B. Tatum? He see me. We come home in the airport, and the guy that worked for TSA, a black guy, was like, what's up, B. Tatum? I have black people recognize me all the time, and love me, and feel inspired by the things that I do. That means that my messaging is effective. I have millions of people who believe in the things that I say, or that they believe in truth, and I'm just the one presenting the truth. Because they follow other people that present the truth. But like, this messaging thing is just jealousy. It's hatred, it's envy. It's, you're doing better than me, and my excuse is not that my messaging is bad, it's that your messaging is messing up my messaging. That's absolutely ridiculous. To think that I'm messing up people that's supposed to be on the ground doing the work. Because when they hear people like Candace Owens, they think we all the same. Shut the front door. These people don't think that. Your messaging just sucks. Nobody wants to hear you come out and be pro-black. You're supposed to be pro-American.
Well, that's true, huh?
An American of African descent, if that's even your lineage. That's who you're supposed to be, an American of African descent, American of European descent, an American of Asian or whatever. You're an American first. And I don't know why people somehow think black people don't love this country. Black people love it when you say, I'm an American first. Black people love it when you say, I'm sick of these thugs out here resisting arrest. I feel like a lot of black people be like, I know, because a lot of black people are responsible. And they don't resist arrest and run from the police all day. So they look at these thugs like I look at them. Y'all messing up the community. Y'all making us all look bad.
I hate you. Eat a dick, faggot.
Ruin the reputation of black people in this country because some people don't know how to separate your color from what they see on TV. And that's just the way it is. They go for every race. Some people prejudge Asian people.
Oh shit, I thought that was my last hook.
It's just the way.
Oh, what a bitch.
Black people are thugging
Cocksucker.
and music and all this stuff. It makes people think other black people are thugging. Black people like me and all the other responsible black men out there are tired of being, people having an ask us questions about who we are because of these other knuckleheads. Just like police officers. We can't stand. Let me say this. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm done. I wish that this was the beginning of my video, because this is a point I like to make that many people don't make. People hate it when I talk about black folks who are an embarrassment to America and who are creating prejudice against other black people like me. When these idiots do things, I talk about them openly. And people get mad at me for doing it. However, in the same breath, they demand that I come out against bad police officers. And if you want me, if you're saying that what I say about black people isn't wrong, but you just don't want me to air it out in front of everybody, then why do you not have a problem with police officers that are wrong, but yet you want me to air it out to everybody? First of all, I don't care nothing about none of y'all because y'all not paying my bills. If you black and you do something stupid, I'm gonna call you white, green.
Why would you do that?
Disabled. I don't care who you are. If you do something stupid, I'm gonna call you out. You're a police officer and you shoot the person for no reason, I'm gonna call you out because it's irrational. Just like the officer that accidentally shot him with the gun instead of the taser. I mean, you are an incredible failure as a police officer, no matter if that was your intention or not. I was a cop. There is no way I would have shot somebody with a taser instead of a gun. There's just no way. I wouldn't shoot you unless I know what I got in my hand. I'm not so flustered. I will let you drive off before I shoot you with a gun instead of a taser. It's your fault. Don't complain about police training. I ran these scenarios and threw in my head when I was at home. Why? Because I was never going to shoot somebody that I didn't mean to shoot. I would rather get shot before I shoot the wrong person. I got a vest on. I would rather take a chance than to be blindly shooting somebody and kill a person that never was a...
No! I'll try to fucking... What the fuck happened there? Oh, Rifter is the one that DC'd. What a dumbass, he should have just kept with it. Whatever.